Good morning, beautiful people. I wanted to talk about this incredible full moon in Scorpio that we just had last night. I know a lot of people who follow astrology. There's a lot of energy that's cooking up here with the full moon in Scorpio and Mars and Neptune playing a part. And I do my work by channeling and seeing what the divine has to say about this. There's a really great quote that really sums up the energy that the scorpionic full moon is bringing in. And it's by Nelson Henderson, who says the true meaning of life is to plant trees under whose shade you do not expect to sit. Now, this full moon in Scorpio is going to bring up so much more of the hidden, and not just collectively, as we can see in the news, internationally, on a global scale, and in our communities, but within ourselves. And because the outside, the world that we live in is a culmination of all the past generations' choices and beliefs and dominant collective energy. What is being what is being asked of us, while it is true we need to, or being guided to uplift on the outside, we must first start here. Because how can we possibly give from an empty cup? How can we possibly create, manifest, project a higher consciousness, expansion, if we don't embody that? And that's what we're doing. We know that the work that we're doing right now, we might not see the fruit of it in our lifetime. I hope so, but we might not. And that's why that quote is so important, because that's the meaning of life. We are making huge choices and decisions right now. We're planting trees right now so that the story, the narrative shifts, not just for us, but for the future generations. We are the ones who are shifting, who have shifted into this age of Aquarius. And this full moon, when I do my channeling work, and some people do ask me, who am I talking to? The divine. And the divine comes in many forms. In the divine mother, pardon me, that's my phone, the divine mother, divine father, whether you see it as angels, spirit guides, Buddha, Jesus, they're all part of this one source of energy. And the one thing I got, and it was definitely divine feminine presence, was don't feed the darkness. Now, this is not some everything's perfect, only focus on light. No, because this is a dichotomous universe. It's a balance here. But what they're saying is don't feed the old narratives. Throw down your swords. Because when we fight something, we are saying it exists. When we fight something, we give it attention. Does anybody ever, I don't have kids, but I was raised with a lot of children. Do you ever see a toddler when they're like throwing a tantrum? And if you just ignore them, they stop. Why? Because you're not feeding it. They're putting on a show, right? Instead, don't give them power. Your attention, your focus gives them power. Take the knowledge that's coming up with this Scorpio full moon, which is definitely the secrets, the lies, deception, a lot of really heavy things that are coming to the surface on multiple levels in different areas. So it can feel absolutely overwhelming. So just understand that, yes, acknowledge that. Take the knowledge, the experience, the wisdom from it, but do your best not to get lost down a rabbit hole. Because if we do, and trust me, I've been there, if we do, what you focus on grows. That's just quantum physics. It's facts. Particles begin to grow. So take the knowledge so you know what not to do, what not to repeat, how to do something differently. And don't fight for that old road. Leave it. Let's create a new road. So as things come up, this Scorpio full moon is asking for us to purge the old, to purge the heaviness within ourselves, to purge the secrets, the fear, the guilt, the shame, the pain that we've been holding for so long, not just in our personal stories, our collective stories, within families, within relationships, within cultures, generational. It is pulling up what is wrong and unjust that we've placed upon ourselves, our own prison, our own things that we've been hiding. And this isn't just about, I'm going to tell, the secret that I've been holding for so long. But if that's the case and it's been keeping you stuck and in pain, speak it. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself and rise. Scorpio is not just about the deep, dark taboo, and it definitely is, but it's the sign of rebirth. That we let the old die, that we may be reborn, that we allow the secrets that have been choking us slowly, personally, collectively, as a global community, as a race, the choices we've been making while turning a blind eye to the damage and the pain that it's been inflicting on animals and our beautiful Mother Earth, our environment. No longer can we turn blind eyes. Scorpio takes the hidden, the ugly, and whacks right into your face. Enough. So that as we move forward, it's no longer a question of ignorance. Well, I didn't know. Now it's a question of choice, accountability, responsibility for our choices as individuals, as groups, as a race. So now when things go down, when shit hits the fan or beauty blossoms, it's because we chose. No longer can we fence sit. Well, I didn't make a choice. Not making a choice is a choice. You're either part of a problem or part of a solution. That's Scorpio. Black, white, up, down, shit or get off the pot. And I love it. I love it. That's my son. Because it's right in your face. You with a Scorpio, you know where you stand. Like you, don't. In it, not. And this is what this full moon energy is doing. It's saying, we're going to pull up the ugly. We're going to pull up the racism and the hate and the murder and the secrets and the deception. We're going to pull all of it up. All of it. So even if you're trying, it's like that one meme from that one Sandra Bullock movie where they like open their eyes. You have to see. It doesn't matter if you don't want to see. You have to see. And that's Scorpio. People are like, oh, Scorpio full moon. Just do it. Let's air out these damn sheets. Because now we can recreate. We're not building atop old, ugly, hidden structures and, oh, look how pretty it looks on the outside when the inside is so fucking ugly. Pardon my French. And now is a time not to rage. I know that with Mars, in this kind of, in this play out, we might want to rage and be angry, and rightly so. But we don't want to become the very thing that we're fighting. So see it. See what it is. Take whatever accountability we have in our personal lives and in the collective. Surrender it, bless it, forgive it. Ask that it's transmuted. Whatever it is you believe. And create something better. The divine is asking us not to try to rebuild these old pieces. They're done and dusted. It's creating a new path. A path of light from this place of self-forgiveness. This place of releasing ourselves from the things that have kept us in pain and in these horrible cycles. I always, one negative thing that's hidden leads to another and another and another. So let's just clear that out and plant new seeds. Let's plant trees. Let's plant trees under whose shade we do not expect to sit. Let's plant them anyways. This is an incredible time and unprecedented. And souls choose incarnation. So we all chose, I know, crazy, right? To incarnate at this time. We are very brave souls because we brought with us everything we needed to create this shift. And I feel that the Scorpio full moon is bringing things out not to rage war against it, but to put down the sword. No longer fight this, because what you're fighting over here, these people, we don't want to participate with them anymore. They can play their own ugly game. Let us create anew. Let our energy be so high that the old must fall away. Of course, stand up. I'm a total advocate, but let us be lighter. Let us take the higher road. Let us be that which we want to manifest. Guys, I hope this serves you. I hope with this full moon, you take the time for yourself to do your own process of release with this waning moon. Release the old, the painful, the unforgiven. Release the people and the old relationships and stories that no longer serve your new narrative with peace, with love, appreciation, whatever it served. And when I say forgiveness, that doesn't make what happened right. Not at all. Forgiveness means I no longer allow this to have power over me. So I give it back. With the light and peace within me, I let it go and understand that it had a place for whatever reason, and I let this go. You have no power over me anymore. I would rather forgive you and release you than hold you close to me in anger, because you're only hurting yourself. So let's release that. That is not an easy process. Let me tell you, it takes some of us years. So be compassionate with yourself. Do the release work, the cord cutting. If you need any assistance to that, my links are down below. Otherwise, guys, enjoy this energy, purge, cleanse, and make space for light and this new paradigm. And I will see you guys for your zodiac readings this upcoming week. Take care.